It's like hot tea, cold water. Shit is way too out
And the
of
meeting's
order.
about to go live now.
Protect sons, protect daughters. It's like hot tea, cold water. Check this out, man. Why do we want to be tied to the mob?
Mic check.
People, they send drugs to
About to
our
go live
people.
now.
Is this why we want to be equal? It's getting cloudy. I'm just piercing the far left with the alphabet.
Hear yourself now?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot tea, cold water. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Whatever side of the country you on. Welcome to Can't Be Silenced podcast with Maria Davis. Listen, what the Bible say? Sometimes you got to clap for yourself. Good morning.
So, all right. So you know what? I'm gonna hit the button. We're here. We're live. What I'm gonna need Cordell to do is I'm gonna need her to call my phone. So I'm gonna send her. Can you send her my number, the 942 number?
Can she hear you?
Yeah, she should be able to hear me. The 942 number. That. You can stay on video. I just need to use your phone for audio. That's all.
Okay. So, what you want me to text her?
Yeah.
What is it? 908?
Yeah, do 929. Do my
929.
257
Mhm.
527.
Okay, she need to call. What am I doing today? 929. What did you say? 257?
5271.
5271. Is it sure I'm gonna have to do the same thing? Oh, because we don't have.
No, because Zoom is acting up, it's looping back for some reason.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Hi, I heard you.
Ah, good, yeah. So give me a minute. Let me put
Oh,
you
there
into the
she is.
board.
There she
Yeah,
is.
you know what? My connection keeps coming in as unstable. I don't know why this is happening.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right.
That kind of day.
Yeah, mine say that all the time.
There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
it keeps going off. You don't see
Oh,
me, do you?
I can hear you though.
Yeah, because I'm on. You hear me on the Zoom as well?
Nah, I had to turn the Zoom level down, so I'm hearing you through my phone.
Okay, now I do.
So do I need to take these off?
Yeah, you won't be able to hear her. She's
Yeah.
coming through here now.
Oh, I
So
can't
do
hear her.
You can't hear her?
Uh-uh.
Oh wait, you hear her
Hello?
now?
Cordell?
Is it?
Yes,
Can you
I
hear?
can hear you.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
So Cordell, you want to turn down your computer or anything you're in front of? You know what? Use these headphones.
Okay,
All right,
I
there
turned
you
it
go.
down.
There you go.
Okay.
So do you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
All right, good. All right, gang. Let's get this party started.
Hello, Miss Cordell Clear.
Good evening. Good evening, Maria Davis and company.
Yep, Maria Davis, Rock Logic is in the building. I'm man on the boards today. And right now it is 69 degrees in New York City.
Only 69.
Only 69 degrees and the humidity is up.
And the rain is getting ready to happen.
And the rain is getting ready to happen, y'all. You better get your umbrellas if you ain't got them. Traffic was heavy coming in from the Bronx today over the Triborough Bridge. It was a little bit heavy. So all y'all people out there on the Triborough Bridge, I feel for you. I was with you about 20 minutes ago. This is Can't Be Silent with Maria Davis, and I'm going to turn you over to your host with the most, Maria Davis from Mad Wednesday.
Thank you, Rob.
You're very welcome, always.
All right, we got to get to business because we got Senator.
Yeah.
We know we supposed to wait till November 2nd, but I'm saying it right now. Senator Cordell Clear from Harlem, representing the 30th district. Am I saying that right? 30th Senator District. Am I saying that right, Cordell?
Yes, 30th Senatorial District.
Okay, technical difficulty. I can't hear.
You can't hear?
No. You can hear me, Cordell?
I can hear you.
Oh, but I can't hear her.
Can you hear yourself?
I can hear me
And
good.
you can hear me.
And I can hear you.
That's wild. Okay.
That's wild. Tough. As y'all
I just
all know,
unmuted.
Facebook is down, Instagram is down, WhatsApp is down. So we down right now.
Yeah, we having some. It's been that kind of a
So
day.
can you hear me now?
Can you hear her now?
Cordell, speak.
Cordell? Did we lose Cordell?
She's still there. She might have went in and out.
That was music.
Cordell. Senator Cordell, are you on the phone?
She muted.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is that kind of
She
a day?
might have skipped. She said her line was kind of. So we'll just wait for her to come
All
back.
right, cool. Well, go ahead. There's lots to talk about.
Okay. What we going to talk about?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the, all right, because I have to ask you this because I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
Versus KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Who are you picking? They're doing the versus now. It's going to be Kane versus KRS-One on the versus.
Wow.
This is our era. This is what we grew up with. Who are you picking in this contest?
Oh, I love KRS-One, but Big Daddy Kane is kind of smooth.
I'm just saying,
He's kind of smooth.
right? You see Kane,
But
right?
KRS-One is the educator.
Okay,
He
okay.
educates us. Big Daddy Kane, loves us.
Yes, he entertains us.
Yes. So I can't say. I just cannot say.
Can't call it.
I can't call it. Can't call it.
I mean, I'm going with. I'm just saying. I'm going with Kane on this one.
Yeah.
I think KRS-One is a great performer. He has a lot of energy, but I think Kane is a real performer and a real entertainer. I mean, first of all, Kane can dance. Kane can dance.
Kane can dance.
Kane can dance.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
'Cause he
Scoop
used to
and
have a
scrap.
scoop.
Yeah,
Sure
yeah.
did.
So I think, maybe, if Kane comes with Scoop and scrap, and then Kane can freestyle too,
Oh.
just like KRS-One.
Ooh.
So I think it's going to be a close battle.
But does KRS-One have dancers?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay.
And never had dancers.
He might have been able to call Ben Miles. Ben used to slide across the floor.
That's right.
VIP Ben.
You might have to call Ben. What's up, Ben? Oh, wow. You might be able to call Ben. So
I'll just see if Senator Cordell's back.
all right, let me see. Let me check. Go ahead, you can keep going.
So I want to talk about what happened last weekend. The county committee leaders on the 25th had to go to Riverside Park, and they had to. We had to vote because Brian Benjamin is now our lieutenant governor.
Right.
So we had to vote on who would the next Democratic nominee. So it was between Athena Moore.
Mm-hmm.
It was Cordell Clear.
Did we get you back,
Taylor.
Cordell? Damn, she's unstable.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
going to try to give a play-by-play. Hopefully we can get
Talk
it back
about how it
on.
happened. Go ahead.
So it was exciting. So it was Cordell Clear, Al Taylor, Athena, and Shauna Hoffingolf. And it was Robert Rodriguez who withdrew, and it was Inez Dickens, and Inez withdrew. And so it was only between the four candidates, Cordell, Al Taylor, Shauna, and Athena. Athena won the first round. We went 3 rounds. Athena won the first round. And then by the end of the second round, Al Taylor pulled out, and he told all of his people to give their votes to Cordell Clear. So the second round happened, and I think she's calling you. She's trying to call you. That's her. So the second round happened, and Athena won that round. But we had to go for the third round. And by the third round, Cordell got almost
You let me
60.
back in. I'm trying to get on with my phone.
We
Oh,
got
we
you
can
back.
hear you.
We hear you now.
I know, but you're not going to be able to see me.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna let her back in? We gonna let
Oh, you can't get into Zoom.
Yeah,
Hold on.
she gotta get back in.
Hold
I
on,
was
put you
going to
back.
use
Oh,
my
there you
phone
are.
to get back in.
All right, hold on.
Okay, we just let you back in.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm going to hang up and I'm going to try to get in.
No.
through my phone.
No. Stay on the phone. I need the audio from your phone.
You still need the audio from my
Yeah,
phone. Okay.
I see you down on the screen. Hold on. I see you. Speaker view. Cordell, talk to me for 1 second.
Hello, this
Okay.
is Cordell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see you on the screen, so that's cool.
I don't see how. I'm not.
No, you're down at the bottom, and you have a picture of yourself in front of
All right.
in front of a
Oh.
seal. Right?
Hit on again.
Did you disable my video? It says you disabled my video.
No, you're hold on. Let's get that going. Hold on. Ask to start video. Okay.
Did you start your video?
It's telling me you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
No, you're enabled. Hold on. No more. Ask to start video. And yeah.
Click on it, Cordell. It's still saying
Okay.
something.
Yeah, because I'm asking you to start video. Because I have video from a couple of people. Michelle, I have video up, but everyone else kind of videos are muted.
We want to shout everybody out. Oh, look at Maxine. Hi, Miss Maxine. Carl Brown,
For you and Cordell, of course. Yeah.
Lawrence Francis. Hey, Naila, my niece. She just had a baby, her third baby with her and her hubby. Deirdre Fisher. We got a lot of people in the room. There's Deshaun, Anthony Solomon. Is Cordell still with us? Cordell?
I'm still here. I can see you, but I can't enable myself to be seen. I'm trying it again on my computer.
It's okay. Let's just do the interview. I'm cool with the
Okay.
picture. Yeah, let's do the interview. That's more important.
All right, Cordell, because I know your time is short. So
Yeah.
just give people a little history about you. And then we're going to talk about your winnings on September 25th. And then we want to talk about what's at stake in Harlem, because we have a lot of Harlemites on our Zoom, and we need to let them know how serious this election is and you being the senator.
Right. So I want to thank you so much for doing this, Maria, hosting this show. Thank you for all the great work that you're doing. And it's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you and your viewers today. You know, what just happened in our community was epic. And I'm going to focus on the very good thing that happened the other day.
Mhm.
And that is the unity of our leaders and our community leaders, our elected leaders who all came together and made a decision that we were going to elect someone. And I'm glad that someone is me as the Democratic nominee who's familiar with the community, who has roots in the community, who has worked in this community, who has listened and been taught and trained by all of you in the community and guided by your needs and your concerns in the work that I've done. So I'm very happy that that person is me, but I'm even more happy just to know that that's what everyone had the presence of mind to come together and say, we're going to do now for this community. So I'm excited about the work. I'm excited about legislation that we can work on and that will benefit not just District 30, but New York City in totality. The 30th District is comprised of the Upper West Side, the Upper East Side, East Harlem, Central Harlem, West Harlem, and a portion of Washington Heights. So it's a big district. It's a big district. This seat has always been defined as a Harlem seat because the majority of the district lies in Harlem. But we do serve other neighborhoods that are going through similar situations that we're experiencing. But I'm just really, I count myself fortunate, humbled, and really privileged to be one of the ones who can go to Albany and take our concerns about affordable housing that's not really affordable to anyone that I know. Take the concerns about food insecurity and food lack. Take the concerns about small businesses who were suffering before the pandemic, struggling to get by. Small businesses and people who wanted to start small businesses who are Black people, who are non-white people, who have not been able to start businesses. We only have 2% of the businesses, less than 2% of small businesses in New York are owned by Black. We make up almost 25% of the population. That's a very, very unbalanced statistic. So I want to see that change. Do I want to see help and hope for everyone? Of course, but we have to start to level the playing field if we're going to really, really bring our communities up to standard as far as business is concerned and empowerment. And also our educational system. Our schools have been failing for far too long, and we're not really being offered many opportunities. And there are some out there, and they're not coming to our community. And we need somebody who's going to represent that and fight for that. A lot of people looked at the pandemic and said, look at the disparities. Look at our children not having remote devices, but there's so much more that they don't have. We're just looking at buildings and infrastructure now that we're trying to send children back into school buildings, and we have to be concerned about the air quality due to the pandemic. But these are concerns and these are conditions that existed long before that. And we have to make sure that somebody's focused on bringing us up to the level that we need to be so that all of our children can receive a quality education.
Wow.
And a safe one.
So you also helped, Wadley was in a lot of trouble, Wadley in Harlem on 114th Street. And I know that you were very instrumental in making sure that Wadley did not get closed down, a school that a lot of our young people in the community go to. And you saw it fit to go in and do with the principal and work with everybody and the parents. And you wind up allowing you and the work you did, Wadley did not close down. So we're very grateful for that. And what you do for not only for the school, but for the tenants. You know, I walk the streets with you, and everybody, every time I turn around, you helping somebody in the community either keep their apartment, find out what's going on with the apartment, why the landlord's not making fixtures. And so that right there was important to me. Not only are you in Harlem, you lived Harlem, you grew up in Harlem, you fought in the streets of Harlem, your children are in Harlem.
Yes.
So,
and I've experienced everything that everyone else has experienced, from the heroin epidemic through the crack epidemic and all the damaging effects of those things on our community. I've lived through and I've experienced with all of you. And, you know, that's one of the things that really motivates me, is that many of us were here when it wasn't so attractive to be in Harlem. And we stayed and we fought. Our parents taught us to fight to make it better, make it a better place for us and for our children. And, you know, it's a promise that I want to live up to, that, you know, my parents were here and taught me how to organize and work and be the change you want to see so that I could be here. And I think it's up to us to fight and make sure that we do that for our children. That's not to say that we don't want new people to come. That's fine. We're glad people like us and they want to be here. But the benefits and the improvements that we fought for, we want to enjoy them as well. And we want to be able to reap some of those benefits as well.
So, you know, this is going to be a hard question, but I want people to know, you know, you're running, you're doing all these different things, but you had a great loss. We lost Al Jordan early on in September. And how do you do this? Because, like, you still care about the community. You know, a lot of people I know would have been like, look, forget the community. I need to go and I need to mourn and I need to do the things that I need to do to take care of my family. Yes. So, I mean, I really commend you. And I don't know where you get your strength from. I'm sure from your mother and your father. And the Lord. And God first. Shout out to God.
That's number one. It is all God, but God. Every day is but God. And I do ask him to guide my footsteps every day. I was raised in the faith. I believe in God. I've been through so much in my life, as many of us have. And we know as believers that he is the rock that we come to. He is the rock that we can cling to. He's ever present and throughout tragedy, even throughout celebration, throughout everything, God is there. So it is really him who strengthens me. And it is also that, you know, I have a very big family. Everybody's not biologically related to me, but the family of Harlem, the family of my church, the family of my Democratic Club, you, Maria. I have so many families that have just been incredibly supportive and really, 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 really encouraging to me. And we go through these things together. I was on Facebook during most of the pandemic, the beginning, the early parts of the pandemic, and I ended or started my broadcast always with, "We will get through this together."
Amen.
It's important that we are together, and we are going to get through this and many other things together at the end.
So I want you to talk about the fabulous Democratic Club that I am a part of called the Michelle Obama Community Democratic Club, and other people need to get down with us because we're doing big things. And we had a great meeting last night. We had a great club meeting, giving us our walking papers and also asking people to volunteer and help with your campaign. People going in the train stations in their community, letting people know who you are. And tell us a little bit about our fabulous Democratic Club. And we want to shout out to William Allen and the Uptown Dems. We want to shout out on all the other Democratic clubs. But because I got the mic, I can talk about my Democratic Club.
Yes, you can. You got to brag about your people.
Right. So when they get their mic, they can talk about their Democratic Club.
He who holds the mic, huh? Well, or she who holds the mic. Well, let me say this. I happen to be with William Allen, who is my co-district leader in the 70th Assembly District Part A right now.
Shout out William Allen.
Yeah.
William Allen. And we're working towards November 2nd because we have to educate voters. We have to make sure poll sites are covered. We have to make sure that the message of Cordell Clear for New York State Senator District 30 is out there. And I'm going to say, well, I got to start with the fabulous Maria Davis is a member of the fabulous club.
And that's fabulous.
Were you the first?
And that's it. I don't think I have to say anything else now. Everybody went to my
and Valerie, you got Valerie, Verone, Tone.
Yes. We have a great club.
Yes, we do.
And it's a family. We are people in the community, working in the community, about busy people. You see what Maria's doing. Just last year, we were, during the pandemic, registered over 2,000 voters to vote, encouraged many and helped many to fill out their census, gave food, groceries, delivered to people who couldn't get out, dinner pantry every weekend, every Saturday without fail. We did a lot, handed out PPEs and COVID testing awareness.
HIV and Hep C. And we fed the community.
This is a very active club. If you want to be about this community, you can get involved with the people in this club. Valerie Jo Bradley and I are part of an organization called Save Harlem Now, where we're trying to preserve and protect some of the historic landmarks that are in Harlem that's rapidly being destroyed and taken away from us. And once they're gone forever. So we are trying to preserve and protect some of our neighborhoods. Harlem is a very special neighborhood. This is the most famous neighborhood in the world. You can go anywhere in the world and say you're from Harlem. And we're not a borough. We're not a city. We're not a state. We're a neighborhood, but everybody knows. You say Harlem and they say, "Oh yeah, I know the Apollo," or something else they'll say about Harlem because we're just an incredible neighborhood, and we also happen to be, in my mind, the crossroads of the Black world. I've been here in Harlem, and I've seen greatness come here. I've seen Mandela in Harlem, Castro in Harlem,
James Baldwin in Harlem,
James Baldwin, of course,
Adam Clayton Powell in Harlem, Langston Hughes,
Malcolm X, you name it. They've been here. Zora Neale Hurston, so many great great, Cab Calloway, everybody made their way to Harlem. Thurgood Marshall, Bayard Rustin, and many great things were planned and done on a national level in Harlem. So this is an incredible neighborhood, and the people in this club love it, and they are always working with me to improve it, whether it's, getting garbage picked up or keeping Watley open, like Maria mentioned. It was so important for us to keep that school open and not let it fall into the hands of some realtor or some other entity that wanted to take it away from us. And because of it, I do want to mention, because I always love to shout it out, Watley not only opened, but it opened better. It opened, it is now an accredited art school. You get an accredited diploma when you leave there. It has advanced placement courses. They're doing excellent. So the decision, and because of our efforts to keep it open, was a great one. We got off the list. Mayor de Blasio had it slated for closure, and I just want to applaud the neighborhood and the community for coming together with me and the parents and the students to fight to keep that school open. They're thriving and they're doing well, and we're going to do that all over our district, all over our Harlem schools. We have brilliant students, brilliant children who just want the opportunity. And if we give it to them, they can just, they're going to show us what they can do.
And I want you to, I know you have to leave shortly, but I want to get on one point about us being being united as Democrats, because we have we have some other people trying to come in the neighborhood, the DSA, what they call themselves, the Democratic Socialists of the United States of America.
There's a new group.
Well, called, what's that girl name?
Who's running this thing?
ALC is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they, got a new movement going on, and we love young people, but we want people that are vetted and know what they're doing when they get in the seats. It's unfortunate in our city council meeting, we have a young lady, not saying that she can't, that she's not going to be great later on in life,
right.
But when you handling millions and millions of dollars in different community activists, and people need that money in senior citizen homes and all these different areas of our lives and different programs that we have, we can't just have somebody that's saying, what's her slogan? Radical love. I'm radical too. But when somebody trying to bust in my apartment, I want a police officer. Radical love. Excuse me, sir.
Word up.
Please don't break in my home because I got radical love. So we, the message that you gave yesterday, because in our meeting, it was two Democratic clubs. It was the Uptown Democrats, and it was the Michelle Obama Community Democratic Club, and Cordell and William Allen are the district leaders, and they got us together so that we can really start getting our community together, and us not thinking outside, thinking more than ourselves, but thinking about our community and how we have to help. And we got to stop fighting each other.
Yeah.
All these people coming in our community feeling like they can run for office. They're going to next thing you know, they're going to be coming from Afghanistan saying they running. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You just got to have to live here a little while.
That's all.
And know what the issues are.
And then you can get into.
Right.
No, but you got to understand, like in our community, we traditionally don't work together, which is the big problem. It's a big problem that I'm having in NYCHA right now, right? I'm fighting in NYCHA. But my biggest problem in NYCHA is bringing all of the NYCHA organizations together to stop fighting each other. And the fights are crazy. Be like petty stuff. You're like, what are you doing? Like,
right, you kicked my garbage over 2 years ago.
Like, what?
I'm still mad about that. Even though the garbage is gone.
And I'm like, you're about to get put out of your apartment with the blueprint, but you're mad about it. Like, okay, So we got to come together, It's like one of those things.
Yeah.
I think that's a great message, coming together.
United we stand. United we stand.
United we stand. That's so important. And we have to know that energy can't be wasted on pettiness and bickering and things that really don't matter. I'm not going to say they don't matter at all because people's feelings matter. But they're not the big picture. You got to think of the big picture and come together and forgive
Yes.
people, learn, talk things out, work things out, and look at things from the eye of how important and how critical situations are right now. You know, we have a ton of items on our plate. You know, gun violence is just at a ridiculous rate in our states. Our young people are the victims of most of it. COVID is still a problem for us. HIV is still a problem for us.
Diabetes, breast cancer. I got more friends.
And much of this stuff is representative of, disparities that are happening in Black and Brown communities. We are, we are victims of white supremacy in other ways that we're not looking at. Perhaps we're not being lynched right now anymore, but there are other things that are happening to us that need to be addressed that are equitable to that because it's stopping our lives. You know, the health disparities are ridiculous.
Yeah,
And again, much of it was pointed out during COVID, and but we all knew that this always existed. So we have to continue to fight, and we have to use our energy to fight to keep us housed, to keep us educated, to keep us healthy, to keep us fed. That's where our energy has to go. So that's the most important thing we have to look at. And we have to also look at when it comes to politics and elections and community, we have to focus on the work that we see people do, the people that we do see. Words are flowery and pretty. It's nice. There are personalities out there who can come up with cute little gimmicks and posters and pictures and things and such. But let's look at those who have been out here working in the trenches. Who are the people that you see? Who are the people that you know? Who are the people doing the work? Yes, social media is great and you see a lot of people, but everybody's a rock star on social media. Look at the rock stars that are out there in the streets doing the work every day. The Maria Davises, the Aisha Sekou, the people who are out here just doing it and not necessarily snapping a picture at every minute and not necessarily even getting the coverage or the recognition. When we make our decisions at the ballot, look people up, look at what they have done, look at what they are doing. It's so important. Look at people who've been here, who understand you. Look at who's supporting the people that are running. That can tell you often sometimes about where they're coming from. Just make sure we do a little bit of research and not just jump to what we hear and what people say at a certain point in time. So that's really important. And let's stay unified, Harlem. Let's stay together, not just Harlem, but the whole 30th district and this whole city and this whole state. We have to stick together and make sure that the least of us are being uplifted. And that way we lift up all of us.
Well, you know what? It's something important that you said. You said they ain't lynching us, but they got their knees in our neck, don't they? That's the new lynching.
It's just a different kind of
knees in
lynching.
your neck.
That's all.
Whether they choking you to death or whether they choking you. Period.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so now let's get to the important part for those that want to support Cordell Clear for senator. Where they can write a check, right?
Yes, they can write a check to Cordell, Cordell, for New York, spelled out NEWYORK.
Now, go ahead.
Yeah, Cordell for New York, and you can mail that check to 5555 West 116th Street. So that's 55 West 116th Street, number 252. Y'all can play that number, 252.
I am, because Powerball is tonight, ain't it?
Number 252, New York, 10026.
And if you also, anybody that's on Zoom, any of y'all that know me, you have my number. You can call me and I can send you the link, the ActBlue link to make a donation to her campaign. And also on Wednesday, we are
Yes.
throwing a big, huge party for her winning the nominee, but also for people to come out and give donations if they like. We're going to have a little bit of food. We're going to have DJ bring them out. We're going to, Deneen Walmack going to be there. We're going to have William Allen's going to be there. We're going to have Yasmin there. Happy birthday to Yasmin, even though it's tomorrow.
Yes.
We're going to have Yasmin Cornelius there. We're going to have Aisha Sekou, Aziz, Tone, Anthony Gray. We're going to be out there and we're going to be having a good time. Even Rock, you coming, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, because Rock going to host a little bit too. Rock know how to get money out of people. So we're going to be trying to shake money out of y'all on Wednesdays from 6 to 10.
Word up.
And it's right in front of 2272 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. That's between 133rd and 134th Street, right across the street from the Shrine when I do my Mad Wednesdays. So we'll be there this Wednesday, October 6th. And also on October 9th, there is another fundraiser by a good friend of mine, Eleanor, at Frida's Restaurant on 109th and 108th and Columbus Avenue.
Oh, nice.
And it starts at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So I don't have the address in the back of my head, but all you need to know is 108th and 109th and Columbus Avenue.
You'll see us
2
because I
p.m.
want to mention both of these events are outdoors.
Yes, both of them outdoors.
So you'll see us.
Yes, wear your mask.
Right.
Please wear your
Please.
mask.
Mhm.
And social distance. We know it's hard for y'all, but I got on the train today. Train, pack, 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 pack. Everybody got their mask on except this one older woman.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
was
wow.
like, Lord have mercy. I would think you had your mask on with all everybody. I mean, we was up in each other's nostrils.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's how many people
That ain't social distancing.
No,
Yeah.
and not at all. It was a little
No.
scary. I like to get on the bus sometimes. I like to
Sound
get on
like
there.
you
when-
needed to have two masks on.
Oh, Lord.
Mhm.
Double up.
Yes.
Double up.
So, Cordell, we thank you and we love you
Thank you.
Can I
again.
ask Cordell one question?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Julie.
No, because you was late.
So Cordell went to Brooklyn Technical High School, right?
Oh my God.
As did I. We probably were there at the same time. So I want to know with the controversy over the entrance exam test, like what do you think we could do to better, educate our community so that they're prepared to go to these specialized high schools?
I'm glad that you asked that question. That's just something I used to sit on the school board. I sat on the school board for 10 years. And then when the Community Education Council came in, I also sat on those. But I remember my first question on the school board, and I think this was in the 90s. And I was looking at the high school acceptance for our students and where they were going from the district. And I asked them, I said, did any of our children go to any of the specialized high schools? And they said, no, none. We had none, not one. And I just found that so ridiculous. And I said, well, how many of them applied? And the answer was none. If none of our children applied, I remember when I applied for Brooklyn Tech, it was my teacher who recommended to my parents, you should have her apply for the specialized high school. We didn't know anything about those schools. And so if no one thought any of our children worthy, no one thought they even could or would. So that showed me that there was no expectation from our children. So to answer your question, we need to have an expectation and we need to have standards. We have to have people that believe in our children.
Cordell, I have a question real quick because I want to just get clear. Was this in your district or has this been a citywide thing that they're not recommending the special?
Was my district.
Huh?
No, this was the district. And I live in a part of Harlem that's in District 3, which runs from 59th Street to 122nd Street.
Okay.
So none of the children above 110th Street applied.
Yeah, because I remember when I was coming out of junior high school, you had the three schools. You had Brooklyn Tech, you had Stuyvesant, and you had Bronx Science. Right. Yes. And that was offered to you and you could take the entrance exam, if your grades were there, and then you could fall into one of the three based on what you're saying they weren't even offering that to the children.
They were not telling families, apply for this. Maybe your son or daughter could go here. No,
Wow.
No one had, but that's what that said to me. There's no way I would be a teacher and I have middle school children in my class and not make it a point to say, listen, apply for this, especially if your grades were there. And likewise to any other thing, you know, if there's any other specialized school, music and art, any other kind of school that I think the child could go to. So you have to have people in the classroom who first, and guidance counselors and others who first take an interest in our children and say, you know what, I think that you should apply for this. I noticed you didn't. Did you apply for this? You can't make anybody, but you can say, listen, this is an option. None of those families applied for that.
So then that also means at the end of the day, when these kids are getting to high school, they're not even telling them to apply for college.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gearing them in that way, which they should be geared from junior high school, really. But
there you go.
yeah, they're not even gearing them like they can even go to college.
There you go. And so it does repeat itself later on in life and even earlier in life. What people have to have a good thought for you, you know, and say that this is what we want for this young person. Often our families don't necessarily know what's available. They don't necessarily know, especially if you're first generation, maybe headed college bound. Maybe if your parents are working. I know in my case, my parents worked, both of them worked 2 jobs. And we had a large family. We had a lot of kids in the house. So it was very helpful for my teachers to say to my mother, you know, she's got these grades. This is where she can go, and here's what she can do. So we have to, at first, at least have that happening in our schools and allow people. And then we have to educate our families and our students as much as we can. And it just starts there. If we get the push, there's nothing we're not able to do. And it starts there. It starts with educating our children early, getting that basic early education. By the time a child gets to middle school and they say, oh, this child can't read, it's really hard to fix that.
Right.
It's hard to fix that. You don't start fixing that in middle school. You fix that young. That's something that was supposed to be dealt with young. So I often, being on the school board, you see, oh, the kids, they can't read and not passing English. Well, that didn't start in 6th grade.
Right.
Well, I have a question. Is that one of those policies? I remember, I think it was George Bush who had that policy, no child left behind, right? I remember if you couldn't read, if you wasn't up to speed, then you got left back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you were supposed to be reading on a 3rd grade level and you was reading on a 2nd grade level, you got held over. Does that still exist now or it doesn't exist?
No, I don't think holding a child totally back is the answer either.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to remediate, and we have to find out why they're not reading. I'm a parent of a child that was in special education. Now, you know, there was a stigma about that, as there should have been, because a lot of our children found themselves in special ed and never getting out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's special, it's supposed to be special. And so, you know, what's special about it if I'm never leaving here?
Right.
It's special keep you in.
Right, you know, and so I found myself doing a lot of research, and it is a lot. We have to make that process easier, but I had to ask for evaluations. I had to say, okay, show me what you thought, what you're going to do. And did you meet those benchmarks in terms of what you said you were going to teach my child? Mm-hmm. You know, it's about staying on them and holding the Department of Education accountable. There's a lot of good teachers. I've experienced many of them, but there are some that we need to do better by our children. We have to do better by our students. I've seen situations where, you know, even with the closing of Watley, the justification was that students were not on level with their reading and other curriculum. Well, I looked at the attendance. They were there every day for the most part. They had above 90% attendance. So if they were here with you 2 years, and they have not learned what she was supposed to learn, I'm not blaming the kids.
That's not saying a good thing about you.
What are you doing? What did we do to help them? What didn't we do? You know, so you have to look at this from more than one angle. I hope I didn't go too far away from the question, but it's all relative. It's about what we put into young people to start with, what we expect from them, what we think they're capable of. And yes, we have to make sure that children who want to go to these schools can be prepped for it like other people are. Make sure that there's those services. There are extra tutorials that can help students that have help with not just getting into the specialized high schools, even with SAT. Most of us are not familiar with that, and that's something that you need to be prepped for. And those services need to be free and more readily available in our community.
Oh, well, thank you, Thank you, Senator Cordell Clear.
We are speaking it into existence on this show right now.
That's right.
Amen. And anyone who wants to volunteer can come on Wednesday and sign up too.
Absolutely.
We need volunteers, everybody.
And not
don't
just,
have any.
and not just for November. She will be rerunning, how would you say rerunning? She'll be up for re-election
very quickly.
So we need to focus on June just as well. So we don't only need you for November, but we need you to continue on in June.
The next election is in June for the.
She has to petition in February, and then she'll be up.
Because
this is like a special election right now.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a seat.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm filling a vacancy, so it's only for a short period of time. And June, I'll be up for re-election. So that's very close, and I'm going to need your energy, your thoughts, your prayers, your money.
Especially your money.
Your money.
Because these are not matching funds. The state does not match funds. So every dollar is just a dollar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's no matching funds for
So it's
this
not
one.
dollar for dollar.
No.
Just straight up ground up.
Straight up ground up. So we need money.
Okay.
So whatever you can afford is appreciated. I'm asking all my friends for $25 and more to make a commitment, and also to come out and volunteer and do what we need to do to keep Cordell Clear senator, not only up until next year, but for however long she need to be in there to correct and fix some of our stuff. One thing we need to fix is these damn rats in here that think that they our family members.
Yeah.
Lord,
we got to register them to vote, Maria.
That's right.
We got to use their asses for something. Excuse me. We got to use them for something.
Right?
They a damn nuisance. Damn rats.
I love it.
Got to put campaign stickers on them.
Right.
There you go.
Let them run around the city like that.
Right. Vote for Cordell Clear for senator.
Well, and that's it's related. That's in all seriousness, it's related to another pet peeve of mine, which is sanitation. And we feed them. We feed them when you see garbage not picked up. And of course, I have to speak about people that litter too. But we feed them. We throw away a lot of food. And there's a lot of food waste. Sometimes I go on 125th Street and 116th Street and all the major thoroughfares, and there's a ton of food. They're not going to come. They come for the food. So we have to change our behavior, and we also have to, we have to definitely ramp up our sanitation collection and sanitation storage, the way we even containerize our garbage. All of that is important. The way we clean up, all of it is important. So there's much that we have to do to help control the rat population.
And the rats, they eating good too. You see how big them damn things are? Oh my God, they the size of cats. They get free food.
The homeless people can't eat, but the rats is eating.
Right. Homeless can't eat, but the rats is eating. Senator Cordell Clear, we thank you so much. And please make your donations. If you know me, call me. I can send you the link, the Act Blue link. But you can also make a check out to Cordell Clear for New York. Bring your checks on Wednesday from 6 to 11 at 133rd and 134th Street and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, or you could bring your checks on October 9th, Saturday, to Frida's Restaurant, 108th and 109th in Columbus Avenue, beginning at 2 p.m. So we appreciate, we love your money. We
And
love
anybody
your
can
money.
donate, right? You don't just have to be
Anybody.
from Harlem.
You do
Anybody
not,
can donate.
you do not have to be from Harlem to get a Harlem girl in.
Yes.
Because this is about, if she has the ethics and the initiatives that you have where you live, where it's about education and housing, and you know she is doing a great job. You can just Google and look her up. You see all the stuff. And she's a great individual. She's a great friend, a great mother, a great auntie. She's mothers to all the children in the community, including my grandbabies.
Yes.
And so we want to really help and support her and getting her into Senate and then into Congress, because we're going to make her, she's going to be a congresswoman too.
And she's going to be the president
She's
too.
going to be the president too. Dang it.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm just saying, why not? That's all. You know, hey.
Right.
You know,
Oh, boy.
she didn't go to that school. What school she went to?
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Technical
Tech.
High School.
She didn't go to Brooklyn Technical High School for nothing.
That's correct.
Well, this is the real school. The real school that I went to was here in Harlem. All the great people who taught me, and Maria just keeps me going with everything. Not just Maria, but all the people that keep me involved and engaged. And you know what? When I win, we win.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
We win. Well, thank you, Cardell. Clear.
Right.
You can come on anytime you like.
Thank
And
you.
definitely going to have you on the Monday before Election Day.
Yes.
Election Day is November 2nd. So on that Monday, November 1st, we'll welcome you back. But if you want to come back anytime during October, you
Yeah.
can.
And people
I
still have
also
time
wanna
to
shout
register,
out-
right?
Yeah, you can
you still register to vote?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can register to vote until this Friday,
Okay.
October 8th, if you want to vote in the general election on November 2nd, you still have an opportunity to register to vote. So all of you out there, if you're not registered to vote, please do so. You could call the Board of Election in your area, wherever that may be. In New York, it's on Varick Street, 250 Varick Street, but we'll be out 200 Varick Street, excuse me. But we'll be out there registering people on Wednesday, this October 6th. And we'll be registering people all this week, making sure that people who want to vote, remember, I am the vote. I am the vote. If you don't vote, you don't have a voice. And if you don't have a voice, that means you don't matter. So
Can I please just shout out early voting starts October 23rd. So you don't even have to wait.
That's right. To October 31st. You can early vote. I'll be working the polls. I mean, the voting polls.
I was like, wow, Maria, this late in life, huh? Okay.
I mean, we need money. We do need money.
So I'm gonna work the polls to help put Cordell in Congress.
What?
She got skills we didn't know she had.
I didn't know I had them either, but I'm practice. I'm looking at YouTube. You can go on YouTube for anything. Can you go on YouTube to learn how to be a?
Yes, you can. You can learn how to pole dance.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You can learn how to pole dance.
They got
on
pole
YouTube.
dance for people with disabilities. Because my feet are a little slow.
I'm sure.
Now you got me want to go to YouTube to look this stuff up now. Now I want to do that.
Well, we got our sister waiting to come in, Miss
Yes.
Deshawn
All right.
Nicole. Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cordell.
Clear
All
choice.
right.
Clear choice. That's
Clear
right.
choice.
Clear choice.
That was wonderful.
That was
a lot of
really
fun.
good.
Yeah, that was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
She got to come back. Absolutely.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Deshawn's song.
Yes, we have our sister on hold, Deshawn Nicole,
Singer, songwriter.
singer, songwriter extraordinaire. Now she got on cake business too, because we had to learn to
She sing and bake cakes.
sing and bake cakes. We had the cakes at the National Night Out. I ordered 2 cakes and they tried to kill me over them. Sorry. Well, they did. Her cakes was good. She has lemon pound cake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, everybody wanted the
I need a
lemon.
lemon pound cake, Deshawn.
Yeah, right. Well, after or before Heart Smart.
Word.
I have to have a
So let's
cheat day.
get-
Carl Brown, my keyboard player, is
Yeah.
her hubby.
Right. Oh well, he
Shout
plays
out
for
to
he plays for
Carly.
you doing. He plays for you on Mad Wednesdays. Right?
At Mad Wednesdays, he's been with me Mad Mondays and Mad Wednesdays,
Okay, he's been through it.
along with Tony Stevenson, Thomas Felder, Lamar Robinson, Al Bresbane, Melvin Kuntz, Luke Deshawn,
The team.
the team.
Hold on, let me admit. Chat room's popping. Give me a minute. I gotta.
Did
I just wanna
anybody
get
ask?
on.
Well, we didn't even go in the chat room to see if anybody wanted to ask Cordell a question.
But it lit up. You have often, if encouraged, apply to students. Often the study pad. Yeah, it went on. Like we were so engaged in the conversation. That it
Oh,
was
I'm so
happening here,
sorry
too.
if we didn't listen. We're gonna have her back on again. We're gonna talk about these issues again. This is not just a one-time thing. Don't forget, Can't Be Silenced podcast is every Monday. We say 5 to 6, but we wind up being in 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah.
You know, the topics be real good.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what we got to do though. I'll tell you what we got to do because I got to fit the show into an hour format because as of in the middle of the month, we're going to end up on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and a bunch of other platforms. And it's got to be in an hour format. So what we can do is you can sign off at the hour just so I have that. And then we continue the show for the online community.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't got to stop. You just say, oh, you know what, Maria Davis, see you next week, boom. And then it goes off in the hour. And I'll just have that I can edit it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be clean. And then you can just continue with the show. Like we don't have to sign off or anything. So that's just that. So you'll be able to go to Pandora and be like, Can't Be Silenced Radio. And then you'll pop up. So that's about to be really cool. Yeah, that's going to be really super cool. That's going to be cool. Let's get Deshaun, where you at?
I'm right here. How y'all doing?
Okay, there she goes. So Deshaun, same deal. I need you to call my phone. So I can do the audio.
Oh, I could text it to her.
Yeah, text it to her.
Okay.
Because the Zoom has got some.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's got this weird loop back happening. So, and the only way for me to fix it is to end at Zoom, and I don't want to do that because there's so many people in the room.
Is Mercury in retrograde or something? There's so many technical problems going on in the universe.
Like watch. You want to hear? Here's the loop. Watch.
Okay.
I can do the audio.
Oh, I could text it to her.
Yeah, text it to her.
Okay.
Because it's.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the only way for me to even stop it is to stop the stream. So I'm like, nah, just call me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you hook it in the thing?
Yeah, man, just do that. There's ways around this thing.
There's ways around it. I just want to also remind people, Mad Wednesday, if you have any artists, it will be October 20th at the Shrine World Music Venue in Harlem, 2271 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, between 133rd and 134th Street. Music by DJ Bring 'em Out. Yeah. Also hosting the show with me is my son, Scotch Davis.
Yes.
Hot tea, cold water.
Hot tea, cold water. Protect your sons, protect your daughters.
That's it.
Hot tea, cold water. And don't forget this Wednesday, October 6th, we will be across the street from the Shrine, 2272 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard.
Right on.
133rd, 134th at 6 p.m., where you can bring your checks, your donations, whatever you need. And if you need me to send you the link for the Act Blue to make a donation to Cordell Clear, please do so.
Hey, Mike, I'm in the middle of the show. Can I call you back?
Sorry.
All right, cool. All right.
We need Deshaun to call us. Where's Deshaun?
Deshaun, where you at? I thought that was
I'm
you.
waiting for Maria to send me the number.
Get a number.
And also, if you guys in the room, please subscribe to Groovy Track. That's the YouTube channel that we broadcast the shows from. And you'll get a notification from YouTube. Once again, that's GROOVEYTRAC. Groovy Track on YouTube. So subscribe. And this way you'll get Groovy Track.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell Denise. Jim Jones. I'm going to have Jim Jones as a guest. I'm going to have Jason Weaver as a guest. We got Lays.
Yep. He wants to come into the studio, by the way. He talked to me today. He's like, I want to come in.
Oh, yeah. So he got, okay. So
I'm going to look in your face.
Yes. I want to see.
Maria, your hair is popping today. I really
You like this?
Yes, I do.
Scrunched up stuff?
Yes,
thank you.
So right now, while we're waiting for Deshaun,
I sent it to her, but she must not have saw it.
Okay, I'm going to play.
Oh, she's calling me.
Oh, yeah.
Sent it to you.
She's whispering. I sent it to you twice.
Give Maria and I sent it to you.
Call the number.
She's whispering like she's not on the broadcast. Like everyone can't hear her.
Sent it to you twice.
No, see, didn't I send it to
Let me
her?
see. That's the number. Oh, wait. Oh, you said 252. It's 257.
Oh.
She didn't call the wrong
She sent
person.
you the wrong number
but
twice.
that's-
Oh, the first time you did it right. Yeah, the first time you called it. I'm gonna play her song though. I'm gonna play a song while we get this together.
What happened to the love we shared that got us through the years? The joy our souls felt when we made promises. Just how and when we got here, it's really hard to say. You distanced yourself from me, then you took your love away. Please tell me why you won't even try. And I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. I realize I put my value in you loving me. When looking back, my actions showed I loved you more than me. Admitting this now, it hurts like hell to say it's me who's gonna change. I'm taking time to love me, but inside deeply, I'm wishing you would stay. Please tell me why you won't even try. And I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. I never thought loving me could be hard for you. Hard for you. You walk around like I'm not here. Ooh. So angry that you would throw away our years. There once was love in your eyes. I saw how you cared. You cared. You won't even try. Won't even try. I love you, let it pass on by. Pass on. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me. Not if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer. They don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Always stay. Now you're gone, gone. You won't even try. Won't even try. I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me. Why can't you give to me? Give to me, yeah. And all the tears I've cried, I can't give you up. They don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. Now you're gonna wait for me, baby. You just left me broken. How could you leave me, babe? And now you're gone. You're gone. Bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye, bye bye. Bye
Wow. That's my song.
That was that fire right there. I'm telling you, you don't hear that kind of R&B no more.
No.
Not at all. That
We
is
too busy listening to the WAP.
man, that was
God.
That was really good. I mean, there was chords and a chorus, and there was changes and melodies, stuff we ain't heard in a long time.
And
Deshaun.
real riffs.
Real riffs. Right? There wasn't no auto tune going on.
Not that we know of. There was no auto tune, right, Deshaun?
Just want to
Absolutely not.
No, Jay, we ain't
That was sweet.
Listen, I told you,
And
I
a
went
really
to the
powerful
studio to hear
voice.
her new song, and Shayla and Lenny hosted it. It was fab. I ain't been in the studio in so long. That was and we got a little dessert cake she gave each and every one of us.
She spoiled you.
Yeah, like I needed it.
Thank you for coming, Marie. I really appreciate everybody that came out and tuned in for the streaming. I really did. I love you guys for supporting me.
Oh, you what? Listen, let me tell you about Sister Deshaun Nicole.
Please.
Oh my God. So Deshaun, you was born in New York?
I was born in New York.
I didn't even know,
right?
that. Denise
At Roosevelt,
You learned something
Roosevelt Hospital.
Get out. But then you were raised, they swept you right to Tennessee?
Well, what happened, my dad was in the service. So we went to, my mom didn't want to, be by herself and have this baby by herself. So, we had family here in New York. So she came here, had me, and then we went to San Diego with my dad. And then my grandfather had a stroke in Nashville. And at 3 years old, I moved to Nashville and lived on a farm with my grandmother, great-grandmother, grandfather, mom, and dad. And aunt.
Wow, that is so, I did not know that. That's why you are so beautiful and act so sweet. Like you haven't been touched by the devil in New York. But wait, you also have done backgrounds for Stevie Wonder, Barbara Streisand, Carl Thomas, Howard Hewitt, and Robin Thicke. I didn't know. Deshaun, we've been friends for years. I was at your wedding. I knew you before you had Carly. I didn't know all it. See, and you also worked on an animated series called My Life is Worth Living that focuses on teen suicide prevention.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. I started doing voiceovers and started doing them a lot during the pandemic. And I got this audition. I got this part in this animated series for teens who, contemplate suicide or to suicide prevention, really. And I was really excited about that because I have this big advocate for, kids and teens with depression and suicide attempts, huge. And so, especially now with everything is going on. So I was really, really blessed to be a part of that.
That is so
awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, you're also a wedding. I want you to explain people this. She's one of the top wedding singers.
Oh, really?
Look, they got to sing. Look, people be putting themselves in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can create your own singing businesses. So tell us about that,
Please
Deshaun.
do, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been singing for a very long time. Like I've been singing since probably I was 7 or 9 years old, in front of people in church and stuff like that. And then I've been singing professionally, over a decade, maybe more than 15, almost 20 years, almost 2 decades. And so it's interesting, the stigma that's on wedding singers, right? You saw the Adam Sandler show, the movie, The Wedding Singer. So everybody thinks, where singers go to die, there's a wedding.
Right.
That's so far from the truth. They had that other guy that was cursing, right? He was singing one of the songs. Yes.
Right. He's like, oh yeah, I can't even do it. But he was singing Totally Clips from the Heart. And in that he was like cursing and you were looking like, did he say that? Like, yeah.
Yes. It was a horrible representation of who's singing at weddings. Now, maybe back in the 80s, yes, but I share the stage with like Grammy nominated singers, people that are on The Voice. There's one guy who just started to appear on Chicago Med. Like the talent that is in New York the talent of people that I get to sing with. It's you know what it's like? It's like, you know, you talk to a lot of the actors that become famous and you ask them what they've done and they say, well, I used to wait. I was a waiter, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of us, you know, we find ways to make money. This is our passion. So we hustle. So, and because we have this passion to sing, wherever we can sing and perform, that's where we go.
Okay.
And it's, you know, it's good money depending on, you know, what
How well
agency
you
you're
can
with.
sing.
Right.
If you're an okie dokie singer, you
Yeah, I mean, Maria, I've got to sing for Katie Couric at Tiffany's.
Oh, get
I've been at
out.
Lincoln Center. Yeah, I've been all over. Been to Italy. I've been to France. I've been everywhere.
She been to
just
Mad
singing.
Wednesday.
I've been to
She sang at Mad Wednesday. Because she has a song that I love, but she's not putting it out until December. It's called I Am Strong.
Okay.
That is my anthem.
That's your song.
Oh my God. Nobody can have that song. That song belongs to me.
So, Deshaun, do you have a day job or you just singing is your job?
This is my job.
All
This
right.
is what I've been doing for 2 decades.
Yeah, see, and that is very fortunate because a lot of singers can't say that. You know what I'm saying? That that's your full-time job. You're doing your passion. You're living, you're living your love. So that's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
big shout out to you. Yeah, you're living your gift. That's important.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing. But Deshaun, so a lot of times we talk about the great things, but we also talk about adversities. And you've been my longtime friend, and Carly is very healthy and beautiful. But I remember the time you were pregnant, and if you could tell a little bit about that story, so people think that we have these glamorous lives. Well, not me, but you, because you sing with Katie Curry, and that
Barbara Streisand,
right, Barbara Streisand. How are you?
Just to name a few,
you know how adversity can hit us all, and we don't know where it's going to come from. So,
yeah. I met Carl. We got married fairly quickly, right? And after meeting, within the year, I think we got married a year after we met. And then Carly came very quickly. And during my pregnancy, I was having like this pain in my lower leg. And I went to the doctor and they did like the Doppler and checked it out. And they was like, oh, you just have poor circulation. Put it up and take some medicine. I said, okay. So I went to visit my brother in Atlanta, got on the plane. By the time the plane landed, I couldn't walk. I was in so much pain, I couldn't walk. They took me to the emergency room and I had a blood clot. And the blood clot was there all along, but I didn't know. They had misdiagnosed it. And so I was in the hospital for a week because I was pregnant then. I was, and shouldn't have been on that plane. Right. And I was there for about a week. And after the week I was about to leave, they told me I had to give myself shots in my stomach every day. And I have like this phobia of shots, right, of needles. And they about to release me, and the nurse came in and she was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "I feel like a little tired. I'm a little winded, but other than that, I'm okay." She was like, "Okay." She came back, and she came back with a team of people. They rushed me to get X-rays and found out that I had 3 clots in my lungs, and they did not know how that happened.
Yeah, pulmonary embolism.
I had 3 pulmonary embolisms. Yep. Yeah. And they were very nervous because they were like, we don't know how you got the clot in the first place. And you've been here for a week on blood thinners. And we don't know how now it's on your, in your lungs. So they wanted to do a filter, all of that. So it was a really rough, high risk pregnancy for the rest of my pregnancy.
Just for clarity, what they were saying to you is they're not sure how you're alive. That's what, because a pulmonary embolism, people don't really survive that often.
And 3?
And 3, yeah.
And I didn't even know that, Deshaun. I know I was calling you all the time saying when you coming home, because of course you couldn't come home.
Yeah.
For 3 months, and I was a newlywed for 3 months. And when I finally was able to come back to New York, Carl, I was getting my shots 3 times a day, and Carl had to give them to me because my hands were shaking so bad. So he would give my shot before he'd go to work. He'd go to work. He'd come back for lunch. give me my shot, another shot, and then he'd go on his gig and take me with him, take his break, and give me my third shot.
Wow.
Dedication.
That's love. And you just had an anniversary.
I did 17 years.
17 years. And I was there at the wedding. I was there before the baby. I was there after. How old is Carly now? With her little beautiful self.
Carly turned 16 in August.
I cannot believe that.
Sweet 16.
Tell her I want to have a tea party with her. See what she say now.
Tea party. I think she passed that for real.
I know. She'd be like, tea party? What's wrong with her?
And she's probably gagging that we're talking about her right now. You know, I'm not allowed. I done signed an NDA. I can't show pictures. And I can't talk about my kids.
Well, I can. I'm her auntie. I can talk. Carly, she don't mind me talk about her, does she? You could get in more trouble than me.
Yes, you get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about your album. How do you know, thank you for that. Because, you know, I like to ask people, you know, when we're tried and tested. That's what they say. That's what the Bible say. Because without a test, you don't have a testimony. Yeah. So, you know, I always try to tell people, you know, no matter what the adversity is, know that you can overcome, and you have overcome a lot. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot. Because did it reoccur again?
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
Well, first let me say the wonderful thing about that is in the end, when I delivered Carly, I had no labor pains, not a cramp, not nothing, and she came in 15 minutes. Wow. So that was a wonderful thing at the end of the day. And what year did Whitney Houston pass away? You remember? This was 2012.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I remember because that's when I had 2 more clots and was rushed to the hospital with 2 more clots, and I was watching her funeral on in the waiting room. So I remember that, or in the hospital room. Yeah, but ever since then, I've been fine. I've been eating differently and taking care of myself, and I'm not on any medication for it anymore. And it's been, I guess, since 2012.
Have you been able to take the vaccine?
I have taken the vaccine.
Okay. Now, I'm just curious because I know like a lot of people, and Whitney Houston died February 11th, 2012. Yes, I know a lot of people that suffer from clots weren't able to take the vaccine. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, that's why I talked to my doctor about it. I was a little nervous because I found out, people that had the COVID virus and went into the hospital said that a lot of people were passing away from having blood clots, and they didn't know that in the beginning, right? And so as soon as you come in now, they were giving you blood thinners. So that's why I was like, I probably need to seriously consider getting this vaccine, because I can't take the risk of another clot. Because once you have it, you're prone to clotting.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to continuously take blood thinners or aspirin or something?
I'm supposed to take aspirin every day, but I take this herbal Nanokinase supplement because I was a little leery about the aspirin, taking that every day for the rest of my life, but worried me. I didn't want to mess up my liver. So I took something that was, herbal and, stay away from certain things and exercise,
Oh, you have to send me that. The name of that.
What's the name of it?
Nanokinase.
Nanokinase.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to send me that information, Deshawn.
I will. I'll send it to you when I get.
Because I'm gonna have to get some of that because I do take an aspirin a day, 81 milligrams a day. But if I could do that, that's better. Nanokinase.
Yeah, it's better for me.
Nanokinase. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's NATTOKINISE or AISE or something like that.
Well, you can send it to me by phone. So tell us what's on the horizon for you.
So on the horizon, we're right now negotiating, trying to narrow down a place for me to do a show in December. So I'm happy about that. And Smooth Improvisation will be opening for me. So I'm excited about that. That's my husband's band, and he's amazing.
Yes, he is.
And so I've been doing a lot of voiceover, but just pushing this CD, pushing this music. You know, when the pandemic came, I re-released some stuff that I had done before, and I'd written some things and went in the studio and put those things out. But I put them out because I think the first thing I put out, Maria, was Girlfriends. And I think you were part of that too.
Yes.
I had done all these still pictures of my friends.
Yes.
Because I was thinking about how fortunate, you know, you think about your life during moments like, you know, times like that, your purpose, what you've done, what you want to do since you've come through this thing. And I was very fortunate to be loved by so many people that have edified me and loved me for who I am. And so I put out Girlfriends in a short little video on Facebook, just thanking them for loving me and always being there. And then a lot of people, I had a high response on them. People loved it and, you know, called their friends. And then I put out something else called Sorry. And I put out Tomorrow, and those songs, you know, Tomorrow is about, you know, living each day with purpose. You know, whoever you got something against, let it go. It's not worth it. Don't waste your time or your energy being angry. Instead, just love, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I just realized more and more during the time in COVID of my purpose. And so my mindset changed during this time. And I got tired of entertaining thoughts of you can't because you're too this, you're too fat, you're too old, you're too dark, you're too this. And I'm here and I'm going to give what I'm supposed to give regardless. So I know that for the rest of my life, I will be singing and acting in some way. And if it goes far, that's wonderful. If it reaches one person, that's wonderful. I'm just going to live out my purpose. And I'm going to do it boldly. I just want, you know, to write music and create music that makes people think or inspire them or motivates them to be what they're supposed to be, to fulfill their purpose. If Deshaun can do it, then I can too.
But you know what, Deshaun, I remember when you wrote that play. Remember the play? And I saw, yes, and it was at, where did I see? Central Baptist. Was it that church?
She wrote a play?
Yeah, she wrote a
I wrote a one-woman show.
How talented are you?
Absolutely.
You'll just say this like, and I remember you wrote that play, like just arbitrary. You know, everybody doesn't write a play. I'm just saying that.
And it was so good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I did a one-woman show on The Voice. I was during COVID, I was working it out and getting all the information again and rewriting things. It's about, you know, my dad and the abandonment issue I had and all the little funny things that happened along the way and the relationships that worked and didn't work. And then ultimately the forgiveness. But during COVID, my father passed away. He died of a stroke. And I went back to be by his side while he was dying. And after his death, there was a whole flood of emotions and feelings and brothers and sisters coming and everybody coming together and things I didn't even know I had and things that other people had that I really have to put in the production now because I think it would help a lot of people. But I have to process the fact that all this stuff that's happening with me.
I love it.
I'm excited about doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
And the music to it is amazing. Ryan helped me write a lot of it.
Really? So when I saw it in the church, that was Ryan. Right. That was Ryan.
Ryan directed, right?
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, this woman right here.
Phenomenal.
When she came and sang I'd be begging her to say, I hope she come to my birthday party on November 10th. I'm putting it in now. I'm putting it in
with a cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I won't come empty-handed.
Tell us about how you pivoted with the cakes that you're doing so well with.
She bakes too?
Yeah. She started a whole cake business during COVID. So she was singing and baking.
She's singing, baking, and writing the play.
Yeah. I'm trying to get through that thing. I would bring my aunt passed away. I came here when I moved to New York. I lived with my aunt. Her name was Aunt Et, and she could cook her face off, right? And she taught me how to make this cake, this pound cake. I don't like cake, but I loved her cake. And every year I would talk to her on Thanksgiving or Christmas, and she would walk me through it. She passed away of cancer right after she took care of me after I had the pulmonary embolism. And every time I'd go to somebody's house or an event, you know, a potluck, I'd bring my cake. And everybody's like, you should sell it. And I was like, I'm a singer. I don't bake no cake. I sing. And so during COVID, they were saying it again. You should try the cake. So in November, I started selling the cake. And from November to December, I sold 100 cakes. So I trademarked the name, became a business, and then started cooking from a conventional kitchen, and just taking lessons and passing tests so I could do this.
What is the name of the business?
It's called Aunt Et's Southern Baked Pound Cake.
And it is damn good.
Okay, all right.
Yep, I have a website up, www.auntetspoundcake.
At ET?
Mm-hmm.
That is ET.
Yeah, ETTE.
So not only can you get her song, download her song, her album, you can buy the album and then you could buy the cake and listen to the album and eat the cake at the same time.
Taste the music. Taste the music.
And her singing, her baking is like her singing.
Yeah, there you go.
Off the chain.
Incredible. Wow, I love it.
So I mean, life is just so, you have to be able to, how they say, make lemons into lemonade. You have to really know how to do that. And what does that look like? Making lemons into lemonades. Do you cut the lemons? Do you throw the whole lemon in and then just get soft and turn lemonade? Or, you don't know what to do and you don't know what to expect in life. But the great thing is God is awesome. That's all I can say.
Yeah, believe that.
And he will guide you and lead you through. Does anybody have any questions in the do you give voice lessons, Deshawn? Because I know somebody a bunch of people.
I do not give voice lessons. Carl gives voice lessons.
That's right. Carl Brown.
That's right.
Her husband. Y'all better take the information now. My mother, I called my mother this morning. My mother called me, and I think Carl had called me, and I was like, oh my, I got to get off the phone. But I wound up talking to Carl. And so my mother, she's a singer. And she sings good.
You know that.
And she said, you think Carl will help me? I was like, Lord have mercy. I thought Carl Brown. Can you help my mother write one song?
Oh, Lord, Maria Mama going to be at Mad Wednesday.
Right. Singing a Holy Ghost song.
Oh, Deshawn, I just want to, because people ask me for your website. Can you just say it to me again so I can put it in the chat?
Sure. It's DeshawnNicole.com.
Oh, no, they were talking about the cake.
No, they want the cake, girl.
They were talking about the cake.
But we're gonna put both of them in there.
They're going to get an album in the cake bag.
Right.
Yeah, they were talking about the cake bag.
Aunt Et.
What is it?
Aunt
Et's Pound Cake.
A-N-E-T.
AUNT.
AUNT.
ETTES. Pound Cake. POUNDCAKE.com.
AuntEtsPoundCake.com.
Right. So now it's in the chat room, y'all.
So they just ship nationally, or
she ship them anywhere?
Yeah.
But wait a minute, I want you to put a website in for our album too.
All right, ready? Let's do. I'm sorry, I got caught up on the pound cake. I'm sorry. I'm the fat kid that likes cake.
But she has other cakes too, right?
Yeah, she has other cakes. No, she
has like 15 different flavors.
Yes, but wait, in her lemon pound cake, she puts all of this fresh fruit in the middle. And so when I sliced the pound cake and I scooped up the fruit with the cake, oh my God. I never had pound cake. So she put good fruit too, not that cheap fruit. She put the raspberries, the blueberries, the blackberries. Oh my God, it just adds to the flavor.
Wow. I'll order one when I
need to lose 20 pounds. And we're talking about pound cake. Yeah, that cake, oh my gosh, that cake is crazy.
Yeah, she was amazing. And something you just said, Maria, I was thinking about Adam Clayton Powell. He did a speech that says, what's in your hand? You're talking about lemons, right? What's in your hand? And so instead of, during the pandemic, instead of me thinking about what I didn't have, I only thought about what I had, what I could do. And what I have is what I'm supposed to use. So you don't need a whole bunch of money. You don't need, a lot of people. You just need to start with what God gave you and not look at what you don't have, but what you have is everything.
That's a word right
Amen.
there.
Yes, that was a. So now she done sang us through the ceiling. Now she making us hungry with the pound cake with the fruit in the middle, and now she done gave us a word.
And got us waiting to see her in the play.
Yes, and we waiting to see you in the play.
Yeah.
That's full circle right there.
When do you got time for family?
I'm
always with family.
How
Carl fit in the equation.
Call in there, he producing.
Right. So where'd you guys record the album at? Actually, yeah. Where'd you record the album at?
We started here at the house, and then we went in the city. I can't remember the name of the studio.
Was it Smash? Was it Smash where you had the listening party?
No, it wasn't there. I don't know. I just get in the car and go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Paul tells me where we're going. I get in the car and I go. And we've been to a few studios during the pandemic. Okay. We went to a few. Yeah. So I don't know which one that came out of. But it came out. Yeah, it came out. We work together, We work together all the time, even on these live events that we work with. And
cruises too. You go on jazz cruises and all that kind of stuff y'all work on?
Yeah, Carl does the Capital Jazz Cruise, and I sneak in the luggage.
So now that's different. Are the crews coming back? Because, my family was supposed to take a cruise. And they were like, that crazy governor in Florida.
In Florida, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to get on Carnival, and they were like, "Well, it's against the law to ask people if they vaccinated." I said, "Well, give me my money back because it's against the law that I get on the boat and don't know who I'm getting on the boat with neither."
Well, yeah, they started, and the cruise that Carl does annually, it's happening. It's happening in January, I think. The Capital Jazz Cruise. Yes. They even have a Capital Jazz Festival in Philly or Maryland or something like that, the DMV area.
Oh, we gotta go to that. You have to go.
It's awesome. I love it because it's all the artists, the recording artists. I saw Shaka Khan one time. I've seen Rochelle Farrell, CeCe Winans, the comedians, and even unsigned independent artists too. I've seen them. It's just like, it's amazing. The ship is amazing. It's like a music wonderland.
You know why? Because we don't get to hear and see that no more often. We used to be able to get all of that. We don't even get that anymore. Everything is about the hip hop and all the music and the vaginas and the crawling up on women and
trap music and auto tune.
Right. Trap. Yeah. I feel trapped right now. I want somebody. Thank you, Deshaun, for untrapping me with your music.
Well, I'm hoping that people will start. There's a wave of people that will just start to support independent artists more now than ever before, and not just listen to the music that the major labels tell you that's out there and that's it. But you listen to everyone, because there's so many amazing, talented people out there that have something to say. And I think you'll enjoy it. You'll discover so much music. Remember the days you used to call into the station and you can make it or break it, those songs,
right.
Artists, they don't have that anymore because they've monopolized that. So I'm just excited about this time, and I really hope people just go out and just listen on their own to independent artists.
So what platforms can they download your album on?
iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and Apple Music.
And the title of the album is?
Now You're Gone.
Now I want to ask you this. How, as an artist, how do y'all make money off of these live streamings? Because we were talking about that last week. I was talking about that with Jimmy Love from one of the creators of Uptown Records, along with Andre Harrell. And he was saying, it's hard. You got to do like 1 million streams or something like that to get a couple of coins. So how does that work for you?
Coins it is.
This this format is new. Like all this streaming since the pandemic, all this is, we're figuring this out. So we haven't made any money from streaming as of yet. So as an independent artist, I make my money off my shows and the sales of my music.
And that's terrible that people can stream your music. They're paying for it because you got to pay for that service. We're paying for the streaming service, and the artist is not benefiting at all. So I'm gonna tell you what DJ Scratch, what he told us. He stayed on the platform for a little while, and then he said he started getting the emails, and he did that for a little while, and now he doesn't stream at all. All of those emails that he collected.
He has his own platform.
He has his own platform now. So he makes every dime off of his own record. He don't stream none of his music anymore.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Deshaun, we're going to find out how do you do that. And maybe he could come on and teach a course or talk to some of the artists about that. But he does not stream his music anymore. He makes money. They directly buy the music from him.
Oh, wow.
And that's huge. That's huge. Because I can give you a direct number, right? In 2018, I streamed 2.5 million streams, right? I got a check for $2,000. That was it. 2.5 million streams. I got $2,000, which means I'm probably getting maybe a half a cent a record, like something like that. So there's no money in it at all. You know, versus if you did 2.5 million records in sales.
Right, in sales, right.
Yeah, you made money. You know what I'm saying? It's a different planet, you know, so.
Yeah.
So we have to have these different conversations, and I want to be able to have them here at Can't Be Silenced podcast, where we can really help independent artists become independent and financially independent from the streaming platforms that are not streaming for them, but they're streaming for themselves. Yeah. So that's what I want to be. And I hope you'll be a part of that with me, Deshaun, because I think that you could be very helpful, and especially because you are so talented. But you know, we've had artists like Luke James, Shalik Rivers, Ryan Shaw. I need to interview Ryan. Ryan Shaw is beyond phenomenal. I'm so blessed that I get to have people like Deshaun Nicole, Darius Booker, Ryan Shaw, Wallace Gary, Peter Kane,
Michael Hammond.
Michael Hammond, Mike Davis,
Cheryl
Pepsi Riley, my sister Jackie McGee. So I'm very fortunate. Ron Grant, rest in peace, Ron Grant. We loved Ron Grant. And, you know, just to be around such incredible talent. And I want to be able to give back like I've been able to give back with Mad Wednesdays, but being able to give back with information, how they can make money separate from streaming their music on somebody else's platform, but building your own platform. Because Jay-Z had Tidal, but he sold it.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah,
and all the artists said everybody said off of Tidal, you made more money than off of any streaming platform, because he thought of it as an artist.
Artist first.
Yeah, but he sold Tidal, so.
So now everything's changed?
Yeah. So I think he sold it to Jeff Bezos, if I'm correct. I know he sold it to somebody rich.
I'm going to try something here. It might work. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to play this Mad Wednesdays commercial that I should be playing. Hold on for 1 second. Let's see how this works out.
Is Wednesday spelled right?
All right. Yeah, I think it's still Deshaun. All right. So that didn't work. Hold on, Deshaun. Hold on. Let me just see here.
We didn't have Deshaun's video, did we?
Nah, but we had the picture up while she was
okay. So we have to try to play her video next week.
Let's see that.
Okay, well, I think we need to go. We got our Heart Smart class, right?
Yeah,
getting into shape.
How's that going, by the way? How's that going?
I'm cheating, so I'm not losing weight. I'm gaining weight.
Likewise.
You're picking up.
Yeah,
you too?
I'm not picking up weight, but I'm not losing nothing.
Right. You gotta get. But we can't eat Deshaun's pound cake for this month. I can get ready for next month.
Right, for the holidays, for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That don't look like Deshaun up there. That's Heidi B.
Oh, wait, let me just do that. Okay, yeah, there goes Scotch.
Not T. Cole.
There's Thomas Felder on drums. for this month. I can get ready for
Damn. All right.
Tony Stevenson. Look a drunk foot. That's what
Y'all call him drunk foot?
Yeah, because his feet be clapping on. Right? Tell the truth, Deshaun, right? He be sitting, he playing, his foot go wild.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, he did. You know what? I did notice that when I was filming him. I'm like, what's up with his foot? I did notice that.
Maria, you know Tony played on that single. Now You're Gone.
Oh, get out! Shout out to Tony Stevenson. Look at my niece Rochelle. My hair was two colors. I was part of Lion King.
Shake what
Oh Lord! I hope Deshaun see me shaking my booty.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, how come I can't hear it though?
Yeah.
Playing?
Because it comes up here.
Oh,
And this is all.
Look at my niece Rochelle. Oh,
Yeah, it's looping back from the Zoom.
oh,
so.
it's looping.
Yeah,
Look at
so
me.
I'm
Oh,
trying to-
Deshaun, I say, and though you may not have a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sunroof top, dig in the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, she really did that.
Going in the studio.
She really did that.
She did.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
sang.
nah, she sang on Man Wednesday.
They was mesmerized. That's because I be watching Deshaun and them and listening.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know when you're around musical people, you can like pick in keys and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I might not be,
Well, you can hold a tune now.
a little bit.
Yes, you can hold the show now.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, Deshaun, we thank you so much for being with us. And you could come anytime you want, honey. You want to come host the
thank you
show?
for having
You
me.
should come host with me one Monday.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love that.
We in Queens, but we can set it up.
You know what I'm saying?
In
Have a
I can
good time.
try.
Yes. So anytime you want, we can do a album release on.
Yeah, and we can stream it straight off of here and play the whole album and like review the album.
Yes, we sure
Oh,
can.
that would be awesome.
Yes,
Thank you,
sure.
guys. I would really like that.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that. Well, Facebook, Facebook is down. You know that, Deshaun?
Oh yeah, I know. I've been trying to get on it. I was trying to promote the podcast on Facebook today.
No, nothing, honey.
It was not happening.
No
They were not happening.
Instagram, no WhatsApp.
Yeah. That's why we streamed to YouTube. We had to
Right.
stream it straight to YouTube today because we couldn't stream to Facebook.
Yeah.
I know those teens are having a fit.
Woo, girl.
Somebody got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody lost their job.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
lost their job.
You
And,
have-
and wait, when did it start? Today?
yes.
Yeah.
It
Today's
was
when it
today,
started.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it started today. I'm just going to shout out everybody that tuned in. Big shout out to Angela Rooks. Big shout out to Antoinette
Angie.
Dugan.
Yeah, she's out of Staten Island.
Okay, big shout
That's our
out to
pastor.
Deidre Fisher Kemp.
Deidre Fisher.
I love you.
Deneen Brown is in the building.
Deneen Brown.
Then there's a phone number, so we'll skip that one. And then there's Carl Brown. Of course, he's in the house.
Oh, who's that?
I
Who's
love
Carl
I don't know Carl Brown. Oh, is there something going on between you and Carl Brown?
Only for 17 years.
Big shout out to Lawrence Francis. He's in the building. Linda Thompson.
Hey, Linda.
Michelle Harvey.
Hey,
Tashana.
Michelle Harvey. Tashana Pace.
Mhm.
Shout out Miss Babs Inc.
Cordell's still hanging out, actually. And then we have Lisa's iPhone.
Oh, Lisa.
Yep. So that's it's down here by the bottom right there.
Oh, I don't know who Lisa's iPhone. Well, hi, Lisa's
Hi, Lisa.
iPhone.
Yeah, you gotta say hi to Lisa's iPhone. So and at the heat of it, at the top of it, we had about 30 people in the chat room.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was a good audience. So
All right.
that was cool.
So
Michelle, I see you in the video. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you might
Oh,
want to
that's
friend-
Michelle Morgan.
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Big shout out to Michelle Morgan.
That's my sister. We've been together for a long time.
There you go. That's right. Frame it up, Michelle. There you go. Now that's nice. That's a good pick.
All right. So I guess next week, same back channel. Deshaun, Nicole, thank you so much. This was lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you to Cordell Clear also. This was a great show today.
Yeah, who do you have
I'm
coming on
very
next
happy.
week?
I don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll bring Lays, maybe?
Yes, I think we need to bring Lays next week.
Yeah, all right.
If Lays will come in.
Yeah, he wants to come in for real.
Okay.
He didn't even want to Zoom.
Okay. So that's going to be fun. So we got to get Deshaun in here.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a Monday that we can promote our album, just do something festival.
Yeah. And let's kind of have an album release party on Boardwalk Global Media.
Yes, I think so. I think
we'll
that'd be
stream it out.
fabulous.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
We'll have some fun. So
And
I'm going to ride out with your song. Is that all right?
Yeah. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. Don't forget, Can't Be Silenced podcast with Maria Davis. You know, I keep changing the Zoom number because, you know, we get hackers and stuff. So I don't keep the same number. So I got to think about that. Hopefully we'll be back on Facebook. We're going to have our YouTube up next week too.
Yep.
And Mad Wednesdays, October 20th at the Shrine. But don't forget, this Wednesday, we will be outside on 133rd and 134th Street, 6 p.m. in Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard with DJ Bring 'em Out. God bless you. We love you. And remember to say your prayers when you go to bed at night.
What happened to the love we shared that got us through the years? The joy our souls felt when we made promises. Just how and when we got here, it's really hard to say. You distanced yourself from me, then you took your love away. Please tell me why you won't even try. And I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. I realize I put my value in you loving me. When looking back, my actions showed I loved you more than me. Admitting this now, it hurts like hell to say it's me who's gonna change. I'm taking time to love me, but inside deeply, I'm wishing you would stay. Please tell me why you won't even try. And I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. I never thought loving me could be hard for you. Hard for you. You walk around like I'm not here. So angry that you would throw away our years. There once was love in your eyes. I saw how you cared. You cared. You won't even try. Won't even try. I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me. Not if you try. And all the tears I've cried, they don't answer. They don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Always stay. Now you're gone, gone. You won't even try. Won't even try. I love you, let it pass on by. Your heart's grown so cold, couldn't give to me. Why can't you give to me? Give to me, yeah. And all the tears I've cried, I can't give you up. They don't answer why. Thinking how you promised me you would always stay. Now you're gone. Now you're gonna wait for me, baby. You just left me.